problem with your truck?
It's sitting right over there. Well, nice knowing you. Gotta hit the road, you know.
He did have a fuel leak, and he took my fuel line to fix it. That trucker's gonna die for what he did.
I remember for Casey, it was Tim Wrangler.
Tim Wrangler. But this wasn't, it was Grimm where you were like listed as pre-production.
I was the production manager on Full Throttle.
Okay.
Although I love the name of the title producer. I was really disappointed.
Wait, who was the producer? Did we have?
Well,
We
Lucas
didn't have a producer.
didn't have producers.
We had a project leader.
And actually, when we did have producers, I remember that didn't help so much because it would be somebody that was on like half time or less.
It was me and Wayne splitting all the projects down the middle.
As producer, you mean?
the very beginning, yeah.
Tucker can, if we still don't respect producers around here, still treat them like, right?
I'm Tim Wrangler now. Good luck with that. That's a more prestigious title than producer.
The barn's locked. Open up, you minx. The barn's locked.
Velvet Underground just wouldn't have worked for this.
Oh yeah, so originally we were trying to get music. We were thinking about getting licensed music. And we talked to some record companies, and they offered us for free the
entire
catalog of the Velvet Underground.
Which was such cool music.
Which is, yeah, which you loved. But I was like, I don't know if this fits the biker theme.
You gotta put
and then also, like, The Clash was one of them offered to, because they were shipping a box set of these things.
Yeah, I think The Clash was. But
and
they
then
were
what we wanted
too,
was, we wanted Soundgarden. Or I wanted Soundgarden because they had a song called Kickstand.
Right.
And it set in the Kickstand, and that song Kickstand was so perfect for it. So, should I tell the story? We went down to L.A.
Yes.
Me and Jackson Morrison went down to L.A. to go to A&M Records to try and get them to give us... And we hadn't done any licensed music, really, at all, except for, Star Wars music. And we showed the game to them. We showed them the CES demo with the gas siphoning and stuff. And it was these young executives. They were like, this is really... And the younger guy was like, okay, Tim, why don't you tell them all about the game? Mr. M was like, no. I want to hear from you. Tell me why you thought this was a good idea. And so he was putting his own guy on the ringer, like, why'd you bring me in this meeting? And we talked about it. And actually, they were kind of into it until when Jack was talking, he realized that we weren't going to pay them any money. We just wanted to get the song. We were trying to explain that it was going to be
exposure for them.
Yeah.
Looks like a mink pelt. I'm not into furs. That's the insignia of the vultures. I can't believe Mo used to be a vulture. But then again, how else could she have gotten that recoil booster? No. This must be the window Maureen stared out of as a young girl, dreaming of her life repairing toasters. There's a picture of Maureen and Malcolm. Looks like they're restoring an old hardtail together. Lots of bikes. It's a trunk with a Corley Motors sticker on it. I couldn't break that lock. I couldn't break... Ah, junk. And a hose I can use on my bike. I don't think Mo would mind if I borrow him. Mo? She took my booster fuel. Why is she running from me? She must think the whole world's against her. I think I know how that feels. That does it. He's dead. That sign. That means I'm in cavefish territory. Cavefish.
This cargo is worthless. We have been tricked, my brothers. Back to the cave.
The place looks deserted. Maybe the boss was wrong and she ain't coming here.
She's coming. We just got here first. That means all we have to do is sit here and wait.
Yeah, so where were we with 3D? like 3D had already entered the world of games, right? But we were like, no, we love 2D stuff, but we have all these vehicles we have to make.
Dark Forces was just before this, right? Or just it was
concurrent.
It was concurrent.
It shipped around the same time.
It shipped around the same time. That's right.
Because we technically shared a wrap
and
party.
that was sort of knocking off Doom to some extent.
It had 3D.
So was Rebel already happening? Because we had a 3D department. There was like 3 guys.
Yeah,
I think that's all. I think that's why we had it. Them. Was for the Rebel Assault stuff.
Yeah, I think so. And then, we were talking about there's no way we can draw. Like, we were looking at all the reference material from that anime film Akira, all the motorcycles. We're like, there's no way we can draw this stuff by hand. But then we were trying to figure out how do we get it to look 2D and just compressing the heck out of the palette and simplifying it.
This was a...
I guess they probably didn't have the cartoon renderers back then, right?
No, we didn't have cell shading or anything.
No. So it's
I remember there was a big struggle was trying to get it to actually match.
Yeah, so we were just trying to limit the palette, and then we had the 3D Ben on the bike, and then we would draw over it.
What a stinking mess. Maybe I'll just take a little. Lot of weight on those babies. It's bolted on. I ain't looking to buy. Looks like Emmett dropped a load here. Won't budge. Won't budge. I'm not putting my lips on that. Well, that's all of them. Can't be much holding that up now. What a mess. Father Torque. I haven't seen you since you retired from the polecats.
Hey, Ben. How's my gang doing?
That's a long story. Father Torque, I need your help. The gang's in jail and the law.
Ben, I'm not the leader of the polecats anymore. You are. Can't you see I'm on permanent vacation?
You know any way around Cuyahoga Gorge?
Around it? It's miles and miles long, Ben. What's the matter? Don't like bridges?
It blew up.
Ooh, sorry I missed that. Well, you could jump it, like Ricky Myron. Cavefish got his ramp in their hideout, you know.
Where is the Cavefish hideout exactly?
Somewhere on this road. The entrance is totally invisible unless you got those weird cavefish specs.
What are you doing out here?
Well, retirement's pretty boring, Ben. So I thought I'd come out to the old mine road and look for trouble.
You're picking fights?
That's what the old mine road's for, son.
Any fighting tips, Torque?
Ah, Ben, who's tougher than you?
What's up with those cavefish, man?
Watch out, Ben. They're not out here for sport. They hijack big rigs. It's part of their religion. Don't get in their way. They're blind, cold-hearted killers.
The vultures are quick, and they're nuts.
The ones with those boosters are hard to whip. Just remember, Ben, it's not about muscle, it's about timing.
Those Rottweilers are ugly suckers.
They're none too bright either. I'm sure you can handle them.
How do the cavefish ride if they're blind?
Well, they're only blind because they wear those special goggles to shield their sensitive, cave-dwelling eyes. Special sensors in the goggles pick up the dots in the road and other large objects and landmarks to help them navigate. Kinda trippy, huh? Can't talk anymore, Ben. Eating too many bugs.
Well, take it easy, Father.
Give him hell, Polecat.
Lesson in time. Pay close attention. This will hurt.
Where is this place? It's just like a circle of bikers randomly driving.
Well, it's like Highway 9. Actually, I wonder if we do, there's a highway called Highway 9 on the way down. There's like Santa Cruz that bikers love. It's an actual like biker road where bikers go on a lot. And there's a lot of biker bars all the way and stuff. So that's real. That's right out of the pages of California history.
Is that 17 that you're talking
It's
about?
off of 17. Or it's the mountain road that you would take next to 92 and Highway 1.
Say there, is that a pre-regulation destroyer-class solid fuel recoil booster you have there?
Why, yes it is. Ta-da!
There's the sound of you driving over rough roads here. Yeah.
Steve, I remember you were duly hard on me to get that sound right of the tire going over those reflectors in the center of the road. And it's true. It makes that sound. We all know that sound. It's like it sort of sounds like puck, 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 puck. And I have to admit, I had a really hard time making that sound. Finally, one time I was just driving and holding my arm out the window of my truck with a microphone and running over those things. I don't know if I ended up using those, but it was a tough sound to make, to get it right.
Can't reach.
Tim Chainsaw, I threw a party at my house, which was up in the woods in the
Oh, yeah.
and it was in the middle of a forest.
And we couldn't get to it.
And it had a long driveway that went through the forest.
Right.
And we had a terrible storm, and it was pitch dark. And the first person to arrive at my party was Tim, driving alone. And he came up to a fallen tree across the driveway. And I emerge with a chainsaw running in my hand and go walking up to
And a mask made
Tim.
of human flesh.
Or something?
That should have a couple of good boosts left in it.
Back again. Is that all the pain you can dish out?
Can't reach.
Now this is the area where we were originally going to have the whole Ricky Myron section, right?
We were jumping over.
Yeah,
you
jumping
a gorge. We do have that here with the gorge. You jump over.
No, but there was the stunt show and the whole Ricky Myron character stuff.
Ricky Myron, by the way, is a kid I went to. I was in 4th grade,
Oh, yeah?
and we're on the playground, and I had this rock, and for no reason at all, I want to see how high I could throw this rock in the air, and I threw it as high as I could, and it came down, and it hit Ricky Myron in the head. And he was like, "Why'd you do that?" And I was like, "You know what? Someday I'm going to make you a star. I'm going to
Put you in the game.
I'll make it up to you.
I'm going to put you in the game, and then I'm going to cut you out of the game.
Yeah. You're going to be referenced, but you're going to be a great daredevil.
Lots of interesting backstory because it was the stuff we cut. Remember, because the game was getting so huge, and we're like, we'll never finish this. And I think there was that and one other section. We were looking for stuff to cut, and everything was too interconnected to everything else. And we're like, we can't cut anything except the Ricky Myron section. That's kind of its own piece.
Professor Schmetterling's experimental flying suit. One of the gorge's many casualties. Ricky Myron's infamous gorge jump. This is the last picture ever taken of Professor Schmetterling. Notice, jumping the Cuyahoga Gorge, although tempting, is highly illegal and dangerous. We recommend the recently constructed Cuyahoga Gorge Bridge for transgorge travel. Drive safely. Tightrope walkers, hang gliders, human cannonballs. Many have tried to cross the mighty Cuyahoga Gorge, and many have failed. Except for Ricky Myron, the Flying Torch, who jumped the gorge on a stock Corley motorcycle. It was later uncovered that he had modified his Corley with a pre-regulation destroyer-class solid-fuel recoil booster and an automotive hover lift. Myron said he would gladly replicate the jump to clear his name, but his special ramp was stolen by a mysterious truck hijacking motorcycle gang. Recoil booster and a hover lift, eh? Thanks for the tip, Rick. You're right, though. I'll need that ramp. Not on foot. Okay, I got the nitro. But where's Ricky's ramp? And where can I swipe a hover lift? Okay, I got the nitro. But where's Ricky's ramp?
Look at him run.
Boss, it was Nestor's fault.
Get in quick. I have a plan. We're going to lure the quarry women out of hiding with a bike.
Boss, she already has a bike.
Yes, but this one she worked on with her father. It's an emotional thing. Don't try to understand. Now hurry.
I don't touch anything without wheels. No. I don't touch anything without wheels. I don't touch anything without wheels. Now there's one thing I've never needed. Now there's one thing I'm saving that chain from... I should save something that potent for the mine road. That's trashed. No, I don't touch anything without wheels. I don't touch anything without wheels.
Back for more? You're fireworks. Yeah! Just for that, I'm... really a polecat?
Yes, I am.
Well, I hate polecats. Bet you just took...
Can't reach. Can't reach. Can't reach.
Back for more?
Looks okay for an aftermarket part.
It's my old friend, what's your name? Glad to see you. All right. Hey, hey! You're gonna... Now...
I could have used them.
This time you're gonna... Freaky punk. Aye. Eat this, Charlie. You die. Now I'm mad.
Back for more? Let's chop you down and catch your rings. Oh, yeah!
Back again. Is that all right? Clam bake!
Shouldn't hit a man wearing glasses.
So I remember
The
when,
hand deliver it.
when we were in the end of QA and Tim decided to go play pool one night in San Francisco. This was before cell phones.
Uh-huh.
And something came up, and I had to find Tim and bring him back. I think it was for the bunnies. And because there was a bug that had to be fixed, and we had to ship this game. And so all I knew was that Tim had gone to play pool in San Francisco.
Well, I didn't have any work to do.
Right.
So you're basically thumbing through Yellow Pages.
I had the phone book, and I called every pool hall in San Francisco looking for him.
This makes me sound like a totally different person.
I know. But he wasn't
Like every
in any.
juke joint.
He wasn't in any of them. So then I'm like, okay. So the last pool hall, I said, okay, so maybe he's in a bar with a pool table. Can you tell me the name of a bar that has a pool table? And he did. And then I looked that up, and I called that. And then when he wasn't there, I just kept doing that until finally.
Are you kidding me?
Finally, I found him in some bar with a pool table.
Oh my goodness!
And
it was a kilowatt.
when he picked up the bar phone, he was terrified because he was like, "How did you find me?"
Actually, I don't remember this. This is crazy. I can't believe you found me by calling random bars. It makes me sound way cooler than I am, too. I like this. But what could I have done? I wasn't programming.
I want to know how she described
Actually, I
you.
did program for the bunnies.
It was something that you had to make a call on.
It was
something.
my actual bug.
Yeah, it was either your bug or you had to make a decision right then and there as to what we were going to do.
Bunnies in or out?
I'm saving that chain for my friends on the old mine road. Everything about these guys is creepy. Don't think I'm getting in there. Don't think I'm getting in there. I'm not putting my lips on that. Everything about these guys is creepy. I'd better get out of here. I'd better get out of here.
Where'd he go? And who was he? My brothers, we have been visited by a spirit. The spirit of Ricky Myron, come to reclaim his ram. Why do you keep it here? He can't use it because he is a spirit. He is only expressing his anger, which we must honor. Oh, angry spirit of Ricky Myron, we honor your rage. But for now, the ramp must go back.
cool bike. It's meant for nuts. I should save something that potent for the mine road. I should save. I don't think that's how they're. I don't think that's how they're used. I'm done with these boys.
Now this is the area where...
I've modified my bike enough.
Yeah, you remember how we got the rock and roll?